We're on the $CAD 60 doing some back testing. I've done several of these videos before, not done one on the $CAD before. As usual, I have 4 screens in front of me. You're currently looking at the 60, but to the right of me I have the daily, to the left the 15, and to the 4th screen, the far left, I have the 240, and they're all linked using global crosshairs. I'm going to spend about an hour going through this one candle at a time. I'll be using the dailies. I can't see any further right than what you can see here on either screen, but I'll be using the dailies for confluence to determine the trend if there is one, 240 for the same, 60 for entry, and 15 for entry as well. So I did start doing this, but I thought I'd start recording it. I did just have a nice little winning trade, but I'm not going to include it. So just to zoom out here on the 60, I'll bring in the other charts when applicable. We're in consolidation at the moment. The only thing that I would say is that we're coming up to an advanced pattern. So I'm checking all 4 charts as we go along. We've double topped to the minute, so not really interested in too much. Really up on the highs on the dailies. And there we go. We have just now closed and made new highs on the dailies. Yeah, 240 as well. Okay, the hour's the main one for me. Use the daily and the 240 as confirmation, but the 60 is really the entry, or even the 15. No, nothing here, was just still going higher. Every time I do this, well, I say back testing, it's more just reaffirming and going back over and just making sure that my edge is still there, because I have hit a drawdown for the past 2 weeks and a little bit of a confirmation boost this. Okay, I forgot what I was actually going to say, something about the 240, but it doesn't matter. Okay, this is a trade on the 240. I'm just going to see if we get a hold. RSI gone oversold. Okay. If we get an entry signal, I will bring the chart over, but right now, okay. This is what I'm looking at. You can probably see it on the 60 a Gartley pattern. It might be a bat actually. No, it's a Gartley. What I'm looking for with this is I can only enter in using, say, double top or a double bottom and a head and shoulders. In order to do that, I would be looking for anything within the wicks, ideally for the lower wicks to be tested. That's what's happened here. We have not closed below structure, which is ideal for me. We have got the RSI that went oversold. We are putting a rejection candle up here. So I will enter as a double bottom just right here on the candle closes, because we do have the RSI confirmation. I'll actually wait for price to come down and just test it first of all, make sure we don't spike through it. Okay, there we go. So was not in that, but you can clearly see we spiked right through it. If I had have entered, I would have been stopped out now, and then the trade went on to win. So did the right thing there, waited for the double bottom to be tested. And let's just move that screen back because we are done with it for the time being. Okay, that was a nice save there, saved ourselves some pips. Trade went on to win, but must have been news if you have a look at it here on the 60. That big spike lower and instantly retraced back up. So now my trading really is momentum or these breakout patterns really, where we get a nice candlestick like this. So we have a higher high, higher close on the daily and the 240. and we have a potential signal on the 15. Let me just have a look at the 60. Yeah, we made that new high. Okay, let's bring over the 15. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. High and tight flag for me, this. Would be looking for a 127 fib extension. May have missed this trade. Okay, we need a retracement here for me to get a better reward to risk. Okay, so this spike right here is going to throw everything out unless we get a deep retracement, which is what we're getting now. Okay, that's my entry, a higher high, higher close. I only want to be a few pips underneath that, and we're playing for a 127 extension. So this is a live trade. We're now in with the higher high, higher close. We've got a nice pole. We've got 2 touches either side. We've made new highs on the daily and 240. No psychological numbers there to stop us, so we're in it. And we're going to get up to that 127 fib. Wow, that took a long time. Okay, we made it to there. I would have front run the order by 2 pips, so to there. So that was a 47 pip winning trade. I'm just going to note this down as we go along. Okay, let's delete that information off, and we will move the 15 back to its rightful place, and let's carry on with the 60-minute. Okay, we've had quite a big drop here on the 4-hour and on the 60. Okay, instantly retraced back. I'm watching the 15 for another potential pattern. No, I'm not interested in that. Let's carry on. Okay, making new highs now on the daily and the 240. We're in consolidation though. You can see there's no trend or anything here. It's just an absolute mess, to be honest with you. Yeah, this is awful. Let's get out of this. No trades here whatsoever. Okay, movement. That's what I like to see. Rally up, rally down, spike on the dailies. Okay, the 15 is interesting. Let's bring this back over. So, momentum move higher. Well, not momentum, but directional move lower. So we've got this, and then looks like we are channeling, forming a flag pattern. Now the problem with this is that we're not in trend. Okay, what does the 240 look like? Okay, the 240 has made a new. No, it's not actually. We've held structure. Damn it. Because the charts are linked, every time I move, it moves the charts. So this is valid for me to play for. This will be 2 targets, this. I want to be sure. So, looking for that 127 fib and a retest of structure. I would be looking for the market to turn in the wicks just at this point, and you can see we're actually at that point right now. Do think we can spike through here a little bit. We're already getting a bit of an indication here on the 15, we have about a 61.8 fib. Yep. Okay, let's give it another candle. Lower, 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 close. Yeah, okay, we're in this. So entering on this lower, lower, lower close. 5 pips behind that psychological number. Playing for a retest here for target 1s. And down here for target 2s. See what happens. There's target 1s, roll to break even. And out for target 1s only. So target 1s were 75 pips, we bank half, so plus 37. 2 for 2, eh? I did this a few weeks ago and I got 7 winners in a row. I did a video on it. Right, we're straight here into an advanced pattern. On the 15, Gartley pattern, completing at the 127, looking like this. I am looking for an entry reason within the wicks, so we need to get up to this point. It's on the 15, so we'll stay on the 15. No, this trade is now hit for me a little bit early, so delete that information off. Let's move it out the way. We're done with the 15. Let's carry on with the 60. Still new highs on the dailies. Okay, lower, lower, lower close candle on the dailies. Very hard this, keep turning your head looking at 4 screens, but it's a lot easier than having to change the time frame every minute. Okay, potential flag pattern. I'm not really liking the way it looks. Okay, bringing over the 15 for this one. Okay, sorry, pause the video for a minute. I needed to get a drink. The throat was all dry. So, oh, damn it. Clicked on the dailies there now by mistake. Just let me go back over to it. Again, guys, if you ever use Ninja and you have linked charts like this, if you click off one chart into another, it just moves everything to that point. So, looking at an advanced pattern here. If we can get down there, this will be a bat pattern. Could it be a cipher as well? Nope, just a bat. Okay. We are making... Oh, this could be used as trend continuation on the 240. Nope. We never got down there. Okay, we've come back down. Okay, we've double bottomed. Where are we on the dailies? We're consolidating in... Oh, okay. Consolidating. Double bottomed. Not at any type of structure level that I would be interested in. So while it looks a great double bottom, I'm not interested. Okay, we've now made it up to structure. We've turned around and coming back down. Okay, move lower and a pullback. Okay, now we've had... No, I'm not interested in that. We had a break below, close below, back up into structure. But that doesn't interest me. Okay, right, now we're going lower for our bigger pattern. I need to come substantially lower here in order for me to be interested in something like a double bottom or head and shoulders. Okay, now we've come down and filled this pattern. I'll keep it on the 60 just for ease. It looks better this on the 240, but this is now a Gartley pattern. And we've come into the wicks on the 240. Yep. And this just looks like garbage down here. I don't think this is going to give me any type of entry unless we pull back. Potential 15-minute head and shoulders. I've got to pull back a lot deeper than that. Okay, right, I'm just going to bring over the 15, see what we've got here. So we have a, nope, I'm not interested in that. Junk. Let's leave it. There are far better opportunities than that. This is not even a double bottom on anything, so nope, not interested. Okay, now we've violated structure, so delete, because not interested in that trade in any way. So we've had a couple of breaks of structure here to the downside. So if we can get a little bit higher, I will be looking for shorting opportunities. No. Okay, another move lower. Still have room to go here, so if we can catch this trend on the way down. Keeping an eye on the 15 for potential entry. A lot of these videos, unfortunately, is just me talking about possibilities. It's not very often we get a trade where everything lines up. I have quite a range of different strategies I use, but most of them occur in momentum markets where we see a big rally and we have a breakout, or we see a rally and we formed a head and shoulders or a double top or a double bottom. They tend to be the most profitable scenarios. Right, this big rally is as a result of us now hitting the lows, structural lows on the 240 and the daily as well, and we're seeing a big kick here. So this big momentum move is something that I like to see. So I would like to see a flag, a falling channel, a rising channel, a high and tight flag, a wedge pattern. Okay, we did form something on the 15, but did not give me an entry. Okay, we're trending quite nicely on the 15. Okay, we've come up to a minor level of structure. Okay, if we see a pullback here on the 60, I'll be looking for long opportunities. So anywhere in this level, you can see we have just come in and taps that right now. It's not giving me an opportunity other than a higher high, higher close. The reward to risk is way out there, so would not be interested. Okay, nothing, and now we've gone up and hit those potential targets. Okay, so no flag pattern either. We are just still working our way up. Okay, we did make a new high there, but not on the 240, so there's no trade here. We're just carrying on. Going back up to our highs. If I just zoom out, you can see that now. Okay. This is interesting. Where are we on the 240? Okay, looking like a hang type flag there, but we're actually at structure, so not something I can take. And that's why, because we saw a reversal from it. So, retested structure highs again on the dailies, seeing a rejection. Trending on the 15. Okay, on the 15. No, we don't have anything. Okay, still looking for shorting opportunities here. Potential head and shoulders on the 240. One candle too many. This is what I was looking at, but I went too fast. Okay, so what we had was a move lower, and I was looking at this as a potential flag pattern because we're trending down nicely, but we never came up for a second touch, and then we broke to the downside anyway, so no trade there for me. Still have room here to go a little bit lower, although that's been invalidated now with a double bottom. And now we're hitting some form of consolidation. Yep. Okay, we broke below that consolidation. Seeing a pullback. Where we're pulling back to. Nowhere in particular. Could have head and shoulders on the 15 if we break to the downside. Not now. No pattern there now. And there's the break to the downside. Okay. We broke lower and now we're going higher. Seeing that nice movement. We have a double bottom on the 240, but it has just violated structure. Could see a pullback here for a 26.18. Still nothing here as an entry. Okay. I'm just looking at this, but this isn't the type of trend continuation that I like. Even though we've got a nice 3-bar reversal here, there's no RSI confirmation. We did not make a higher close on the 240, so this is not something I want to buy. And that's why. But I know I've just seen the outcome of the candle there, but this now interests me. We have a potential head and shoulders, so we've got quite a nice rally. So a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. This right shoulder made an initial structure low. So anywhere in this zone here, we can look for shorting opportunities because the market came down and we're pulling back up into it. Here on... Okay. I would be looking for targets at this level 130-100. We have that structure level. We have broken below on the dailies, but we've closed within the wick, so not technically a break below, close below. Right, this could be the pullback for that 26.18. Just let me show you this. So here's the 240. You can see this was the double bottom I was talking about. We just violated this level of structure. Although we come into this level here, would broken above it, and we could now be seeing a pullback for a 26.18. So if that's the case, I'm going to throw a fib on, look for that 61.8, and look at that for potential targets and see where it comes in at. Well, let's have a look first for our entry. Okay, there is our entry right in our kill zone, a lower, lower, lower close. Stop's going 80 above the high, which is 24, so that's 61. Targets we're looking at is that 13100 minus 5 pips. I am going to throw a fib on. Right, that 61.8 only comes to here. But we have made a new low. And technically the double bottom has also played out by hitting this. So ignore the 61.8. Targets are going to be 5 pips above that psychological number. We've got our entry, we've got our targets. Let's see the outcome. And there we go. Targets hit, banked on that trade. Wow, 189 pips. Just make sure the risk wasn't over my limit of 100. No, nowhere near. 66. Okay, so nice winning trade there for 189. Let's move on. On the dailies, we're working our way down to this structure level, which is this one just here. We're not moving in a way that's likely to give me any type of, oh, in saying that, on the dailies we haven't retested the lows, so we could actually see a potential trade here, and I'll show you what I mean. On the dailies we haven't reached the low. You can see here though, if we're trending downwards like we are anywhere within this zone, we can look for a shorting opportunity. So what we've just done as well on the RSI, we've just gone overbought, and there is room to come down. I'm going to put a structure level on the closes of the daily candles, which is there, so you can see we haven't hit them. Yeah, we haven't hit them. There is room for this to come lower, so let's see. Okay, there's the entry candle right there. The problem here is the risk to reward. The risk would be this much and the reward only this much, so this is not a trade. Let's just see the outcome before we delete everything off. See if we double top and give me a place to put my stops behind. Right, okay, now this is different. So structure level in here, you can see now we've come up for a retest. We've got the RSI divergence, went overbought, only slight divergence, but it's confirmation. And we are okay, I'm looking for the wicks on the 240. This is not going to be valid. No, take that back. It is valid. Okay, this is what it looks like on the 240. I'm going to put the structure level in just here. This is where that double top is looking. We are in the wicks of this level just here. So this is then valid for a first chance entry. It does mean that I can get very tight stops on this trade. Yeah, my concern is Okay, so entry was this candle right here, this yellow one. We didn't violate structure, the candle closed. We go an ATR above the high, which is 17, so that makes me 48. Targets are going to be a retest here of the lows instead of playing for the extension, which is there. And let's see if we get this or not. And there we go, stopped out. Shortly after, you can see the trade went down to actually hit those targets. ATR was correct, wasn't it? 20. Yeah. What a shame. The trade went on to win, but we were just stopped out for minus 20 pips. But that's all right. 3 winners, 1 loss, and that loss is only for 20 pips. And that was the difference there of being able to move my stop behind a double top rather than just leave it out in the open. So we are right down at the lows now on the daily in 240. So we're really looking to see if structure can get violated here to the downside. Okay, no, we didn't, and we've seen a pop to the upside. With that pop, we've done it with some form of momentum. So I'm looking for breakout patterns now or trend, and I'm eyeing up right now a triangle. So a nice momentum move like this. Triangle looking like that. Let's bring over the 15, see if we can see it any better. Okay, this is going to be different here on the 15. On the 15, this is going to be a wedge pattern. And the pole for me is going to start from there. Okay. This then is going to be stops underneath there, 5 pips. We're going to give it a bit of breathing room. We're going to play for a 127 fib extension. So that's our stop. This is our target. Okay, trade cancelled. We have a psychological number there, 13200. That invalidates any trade for me for a breakout. Let's see what the outcome was. Okay, so that was a good decision made there, but it has now produced a potential flag. I think we can see this better on the 60. But we're going to still have the same dilemma on the 60. Nope, no flag here, it's invalid. So move on. Could look for a trend opportunity here on the 60. Nope. So this is what I'm looking at. I move higher, I pull back, I move higher, I pull back anywhere in this outside return. Could look for long opportunities. This here is a new structure high, and we are now, we've gone here right down at the very lows. We've got the RSI confirmation. We're oversold. Been monitoring the 15 as well for a head and shoulders or a double bottom. And right now we have a higher high, higher close candle right there. So just checking out the 240. Yeah, there's no trade on the 240. Right, we have actually closed within the wicks just here. So I'm going to need a double bottom to enter this. So let's wait. Let's wait. Okay. We now have a double bottom that's occurred. there, there. Would not be looking for a full extension here. I'd only be looking for a retest of, I'm going to put a structure level on based off the 240, this level. So stops an ATR below the low, which is 15. This is going to be 48. And targets are going to be a retest of the highs here. We do have the RSI confirmation. Yeah, we're in this trade. This is a live trade now. And there we go. We're out. So minus 38. Okay, so moving on. Let's have a look. Still down really on the dailies towards the lows. Okay, just had a break above, close above on the 240. Maybe if we get a pullback, there's maybe a long opportunity. Okay, we have either trend continuation or head and shoulders here now. Okay, let's determine which one. So we've come up to this level. What type of structure do we have? Well, it's not a bad structure level. Okay, right now this is trend continuation unless something changes. So new high, outside return, new high, outside return. Looking for a long anywhere in this zone. There's the higher high, higher close. The reward to risk has just been completely blown out the water here. Sorry about that, I've lost the where I'm up to on the charts. And there you go. Trade went on to win but never gave me an entry, so let's move on. Okay, we've had a break to the downside. I do think we're going to get a big breakout to the downside soon, just looking at the dailies. Okay, this is interesting. Let's bring over the 15. So we've had some nice movement lower, pull back, lower, pull back, lower, and this could be a triangle. Could also be a double bottom. No, not a double bottom. Looking at the 240 structure, there's no structure there for it to be a double bottom. Okay, we're going to hold that level. Okay, this could now be a high and tight flag, or a low and tight flag even. Do we hold the structure level? Yes, we have. Okay, I'm taking this trade there, 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 and here. We've seen a hold at this structure level. Stops going ATR above the high, which is currently 8, which would make that 29. Targets a 127 fib extension. We do have room to go on the 240 to come lower. We are moving lower harmonically. Fingers crossed we can get that 127 fib. Boom, there we go. Beautiful, look at that. Right down here. Now how about that for a reward to risk? Lovely. Okay, so that was 54 minus a couple of pips because I would have front run. So that's plus 52, pretty much makes up for the last two losses. Delete that information off and let's start it again. So we are consolidating on the dailies. We've just seen a pop to the upside. Not much going on here. Double top potentially. Okay, we have now double topped. We've got the RSI confirmation. We've double topped after a nice run. I'm not too happy with the double top. Look at what we're doing here. We've got our structure level. Our structure level we're holding, but then we had our low, higher low, higher low, indicating that we can pop through. We do have a psychological number here though, 13200. This would be better as a 2618 trade. Where could targets come to? Got nowhere for targets. Okay, we're going to go a few candles ahead and see what happens here, and there we go. That's why I'm not happy with it. I'll only take it if it's valid. Okay, we have a harmonic move. RSI has gone overbought. Do we have an entry signal? Nope. Market's still going higher. Okay, we have back pattern. It's really a 4-hourly pattern, but nevertheless it's here. I'm going to be looking for anything in these wicks up here. Okay, we're now up inside them. Price is looking like it's running out of steam. Not giving me any type of entry here. And we've now violated structure and on the 240 as well, so no trade. Moving on. Nothing here. This is just consolidation for me. Okay, move higher. Okay, we could have something here. Okay, the daily closes I would be happy shooting for just there. This is what I'm looking at. I move higher, structure shelf. I move higher, we pull back into the middle of this. Could be looking for a long opportunity. Right here we have a higher high, higher close. Yeah, at the psychological number 135,000 as well. I'm not very happy with this setup. The way that it looks, this consolidation junk here. I would need a higher high, higher close on the 240, so let's wait, see if we get it. Nope, we didn't. Let's wait. Okay, we're down now within these wicks. I'm just going to bring over the 15. This is the 15. Okay, looking at a potential Gartley, but no, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. So there's no trade for me here. I'm going to go one candle at a time just to see if anything, wouldn't you know it. But no trade from here. I'm not happy with this at all. Deleting it off. Let's move forward. Okay, there we go. Big old move lower. And it's just junk. No, looking at a flag pattern there, but it's not valid for me. Let's move on. Okay, we do have potential head and shoulders here as it come in at structure. Not the best. Let's see if we get a pullback here. No, nothing for me. Let's carry on. Okay, potential trend opportunity here. Okay, we have a pattern as well. Pattern's already completed. Validating that trend trade. If we come down to this 382 and hold, get an entry reason. Okay, there we go. So the pattern played out, no entry for us, but it does mean that it came into the structure area. We saw a new high, we saw a pullback into this area, and we do now here have a higher high, higher close candle. We've not closed within the wicks. We did not reach our structure highs up here. In fact, on the dailies, I think we can go higher here. I think we can go up to this level. Yeah. So this will be two targets here. So first of all, stops an ATR below the low, which is 13 and makes 60. It's a trend continuation, so playing for a retest of the highs, minus 5 pips. So that's going to make 50. And second targets are up by that blue line higher up. There's target ones. Ah, damn it. Target ones only. Okay, so that was 58 pips. Bank 29. Very slow here on the dollar CAD, trying to move the charts again, trying to get any type of momentum going here with these trades. Still, we're making money, we're making profit. Okay, let's carry on. Looking like we could have an advanced pattern here. It's getting quite late, quite tired. It's Friday, 8:40. You can probably hear my voice. Apologies guys if my voice sounds monotone. I just wanted to get this done because, like I said, I've had a pretty crap 2 weeks trading. My win rate has been severely affected. My wins has been severely affected. but you can see, you know, 5 wins, 2 losses here, 300 pips of profit. You know, it should be on this level, and it is. Well, it's not never on this level, because when I trade doing a testing like this, there's never emotions involved. Okay, so we've broken structure on the dailies to the downside. We've done it on the 240, we've done it on the 60. We're really looking for shorting opportunities. Where could we come to? Could come a lot lower here and complete a back pattern potentially. So apologies guys, going one candle at a time at the minute, just looking for a potential short. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. Okay, right up into that structure level. Okay, so on the dailies we pulled right up into the structure level. So this would be a 240 trade or a 60-minute double top. Right, I'm bringing over the dailies now. Here's the dailies. So this is a break below, close below. We've pulled back right up into the structure area here, and if I put a structure level on, you can see that it's in this key level as well. The only thing that concerns me here is we had a break below, close below, and then the following day we instantly sucked it all back up, indicating a fake break. So let's bring over the 240 and take a look at that. Bearing in mind, fake break. Okay, move the charts again, so give me a minute. Okay, so damn it, we saw a few candles there we didn't want to. So we had a move to here, a pullback, then a move lower, and then this pullback, and this is the level that sticks out to me. We haven't gone oversold, and we have had a lower close. This is not a superb structure level by any means, so let's see if we can. This just isn't going to. Let's just wait here. Let's just wait and see. Okay. And there we go. We're broken up into the wicks now, so unless we get a double top, and we didn't. There we go. There we go. You know, this type of judgment, if you can make this while trading in real time, you'll do as well as I do in terms of this testing. Oh dear. I mean, it gives you such great confidence to be able to do this, but I wish my live trading was this good. You never know, one day it might be. You have a harmonic move. Is there a double top coming with it? Let's just see if we hold that structure level. God, look at that, we are holding it as well. I need some confirmation here that we're going to go lower. Nope. Okay. Wow, really reaching for the skies now. Look at this thing go. No opportunity here at all to get involved. Zoom out, take a closer look. Do we have a potential head and shoulders? No. Oh, now we do. Now we do. So we've come up to the highs on the dailies. Head and shoulders is looking like this. Left shoulder, head, break below, close below, RSI confirmation. looking for a pullback for the right shoulder. Ooh, there's the pullback, but no lower low, lower close candle, and we're right up at the tops now. Now there's the lower low, lower close, but this is now not a head and shoulders for me. It could still turn into one, but it isn't one for me right now. And the problem I have is we'd need a lower low, lower close on the 240, and that's about another 8 candles away. So there we go, no trade. And making new highs now on the daily time frame. Still going higher on the dailies. Just going to bring over the 15. May have a flag pattern here. So, coming to this structure level just here. Let's just check out the dailies. Do I have room to go higher? Yep. We are oversold though on the dailies quite heavily. And we've come into that 61.8. Okay, I think the chart was around this area. I would have got my entry here actually once we'd seen that we'd held that structure level, and I would be playing for a 127 fib extension. So let's see if we get up to that level and hit it. Okay, there we go. We have just got up to that 127 fib, which is there. So 84 pips minus a couple for front running. So that's plus 82, finally getting us into more profit. Okay, let's see if we can get a few more trades here. See if we can get a few more winners. Okay, still pushing higher on the daily time frame. Oh, hang on, we're still on the 15. Let's get rid of the 15. Okay, here we are back on the hourly. Zoom out, get a perspective. Clearly going higher here. Damn it, I think. No. Okay, seeing a move lower. Move lower. Could have a low type flag on the 15. Okay, 1 second, and I'll bring this over. If this is valid, I will enter it. So, right, what I'm looking at is this. I'm going to put a structure level on at the highs here, and we've violated structure. So, ignore that. No trade, although yeah, no trade here. Forget that. could still be valid here on the 60 if I'm honest. Yeah. So move lower, sideways, sideways. This is an initial structure low below this level. Yeah, this is valid here in the 60. I would have needed a hold like we have got currently. I'll show you what I mean. So I needed the market to come up and do a test and then show a hold, basically a red candle, and that's exactly what we've got. So we've got two stops either side. Enter at market. Stops an ATR above the highs. That's 17. That's 91. Up there, playing for a 127 fib. Boom. Took me out 30 pips. If I can keep my losses to 30 and my winners at 80, I know I'm doing well. Oh dear. Okay, we're double bottomed, we're heading up higher, potential pattern if we do go higher. Okay, I think we have a trade here on the 15. Looking like we have a back pattern, looking like that. Highlight the wicks, looking for a double bottom. You can see we have had one test. Coming down for the second test, we've got the outside confirmation, oversold, divergence. So let's see if the market goes down and holds. Needs to come down to retest the candle closes just there. Okay, it did and violated structure, so trade invalid. So lovely, lovely opportunity there. Wait for additional confirmation and boom, we saved ourselves a losing trade. Now, this is interesting. Structure level on here. We've just violated this level and this level. Market's gone massively oversold. Would be looking for shorting opportunities if we get a pullback. Pull back into the wicks. And there you go. That pullback was followed by a lower low, lower close. And we've pulled back again. Could we see a double top on the 15? Does not look that way. Okay, nothing. And another break below, close below. Did get the double top here. A retest I'd call that, not a double top, not one you can trade anyway. And we're moving on, and we could have an opportunity here using a pattern as an entry. So market is moving quite nicely lower. We're not any type of structure level. This is what I'm looking at just here. Back pattern. Using it as an entry to get short. Move lower, pull back, move lower, pull back, move lower, pull back, and again a move lower. So enter 2 pips before the 886. Let's see if we can get up there first of all. Nope. Okay. Still coming lower on the daily time frame, although we have just come into structure. We have just come into structure and put in an indecision candle. So new low, outside return, new low. No, there's no outside return here, so unless we get double bottom, there's going to be no trade here. No, moving on. Okay, let's have one last big winner. And could this be it? Let me just check the 240. Okay, this is a trade on the 240. There is room for the dailies to come lower here. This is what I'm looking at. We had to move lower, a pullback, and move lower, a pullback, and move lower, a pullback. Anywhere in this outside return, we can look for a lower close. We do have a psychological number, 13500 there, to give us some more resistance. Is there room for this thing to come lower? Yes, we could certainly come down to this level, which is the 13300 psychological number. So this will be two targets here, and we'll use the 240 as the entry. Sorry guys, I keep moving the screen. So there's the lower close. Stops going 80 above the high. We're looking at 35 pips, so 75 just there. Right, this is a problem now because we've got that lower close. The reward to risk is going to be out. So if I play for a retest here, we've got an inverse risk to reward, but then playing for secondary targets down here. So I can either just go for target ones, second target, sorry, or wait for a better entry. Let's just check the 60. What's that looking like? We're consolidating. So let's monitor the 60. We're going to go one candle at a time. Oh, okay. Lower low, lower close there. Let's keep going. Another lower low, lower close. We may have missed our entry here. Yeah, we could get a drop here. Okay, we're going higher. If we get a lower low, lower close here, I'll enter. Just there. Okay, so I'm going to enter just here. Right, let's bring back over the 240. $13, 3, 4, 5, 8. No, that's not right. My entry was at 3471. 3471. Where's 3471? It's right at the exact same place. 347. It's right at the exact same place it was last time. Okay, we're retesting here. What's the risk on this trade? Full 100 pips. Am I definitely sure that this can come lower? Yes, I am in every way. So, since we come up for a retest and the reward to risk is no better, this is just going to be a one in, one out for me. So we are now in the trade. And we see the pop to the upside. Oh, there we go. There we go. Eventually. What a way to finish it. 161. it pays to wait. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 winners, 1, 2, 3 losses. The losses are 68, so 88 for the losses, and the winners are, just add this up, 47, 37, 189, 52, 29, 82, 161, 597 minus the 88 pips we lost. That leaves total profit of 509 pips out of 10 trades and a 70% win rate. Do you need anything more?